Welcome students for the video lecture of the subject Water Resources Engineering. Today's topic is average rainfall and methods of determining average rainfall. Myself Rushali Mane, lecturer in Civil Department of Engineering, NIT Polytechnic, Nagpur. So, vision and mission of the institute. Vision: excellence in technical education to empower youth. Mission: impart quality technical education to prepare students with their excellent technical skills. Develop competent and employable diploma engineers and responsible citizens. Strengthen industry-institute interaction. Then, vision and mission of the department. To impart excellent civil engineering skills to develop employable civil diploma engineers. Mission: imparting the model technical skills as per the requirement of the industry to improve employability. To develop social and environmental responsible civil engineers. Effective implementation of teaching learning process to benefit students. Then course outcome. Estimate hydrological parameters. Then unit outcomes. Estimate average rainfall in the given situation using the given method. Estimate runoff and flood discharge in the given situation. Then program outcomes. Basic discipline and knowledge, engineering practices for the society, sustainability and environment, then project management, and then lifelong learning. Then average rainfall. It is the arithmetic time average of rainfall. So average rainfall is total rainfall upon time period. Then annual rainfall. It is the total rainfall at a station in the period of 1 year. Then average annual rainfall. It is the average value of rainfall obtained by adding of the annual rainfall of a station for 35 years or more and dividing the sum by number of years. It is called arithmetic mean rainfall. Then intensity of rainfall. The rate of rainfall in mm per hour is called intensity of rainfall. Then mean rainfall of catchment area. In large catchment area, there are more than one rain gauge stations and a single value of average rainfall is obtained, which is called mean rainfall of the catchment. Then methods of determining average rainfall. In order to compute the average rainfall over a basin or catchment area, the rainfall is measured at a number of rain gauge stations suitably located in the area. The number of rain gauge stations depends upon the area and distribution of rainfall. If a basin or catchment area contains more than one rain gauge station, the computation of average rainfall may be done by the following methods. First is arithmetic mean method. Second is Thiesen's polygon method. Then arithmetic mean method. So it is the simplest method of estimating average rainfall. Average rainfall is calculated by arithmetic average of recorded rainfall and at various stations. Average depth of rainfall is obtained by obtaining the sum of depth of rainfall, say P1, P2 up to Pn, measured at stations 1, 2 up to n, and dividing the sum by total number of stations, that is n. So this is the formula to obtain the average depth of rainfall. So this method is suitable if the rain gauge stations are uniformly distributed over the entire area and the rainfall variation in the area is not large. The next is Thiesen's polygon method. The Thiesen's polygon approach is probably the most common method used for determining average precipitation over an area when there is more than one measurement. Then the basic concept is to divide the watershed into several polygons, each one around a measurement point, and then take a weighted average of the measurement based on the size of each one's polygon. That is, measurements with large polygon are given more weight than measurements with small polygons. Then The weighted average is calculated by the formula, that is P average is equal to P1A1 plus P2A2 plus P3A3 up to Pn upon A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to N, that is summation of P into A upon summation of A. So where P is weighted average, P's are measurement and means depth of rainfall, and A are the area of each rainfall. So this method is based on assumption that a rain gauge station best represents the area which is close to it. So this is how the polygon is plotted. Each rain gauge station is enclosed in each polygon, and all the stations are joined by the lines. So polygon is created and the rainfall at each station is measured. The next is isohedral method. An isohed is a contour of equal rainfall. So knowing the depths of rainfall at each rain gauge station of an area and assuming linear variation of rainfall between any two adjacent stations, one can draw a smooth curve passing through all points, indicating the same value of rainfall. The area between two adjacent isoheads is measured with the help of planimeter. The average depth of rainfall P for entire area is given by P average is equal to summation of area into average of total depth of two areas of rainfall upon summation of A. Then isohedral method. An isohed is a contour of equal rainfall. Knowing the depths of rainfall in each rain gauge station of an area and assuming linear variation of rainfall between any two adjacent stations, one can draw a smooth curve passing through all points, indicating the same value of rainfall. The area between two adjacent isoheads is measured with the help of planimeter. The average depth of rainfall is P for the entire area is given as P average is equal to summation of A into P1 plus P2 upon 2 upon summation of A. The isohed method is the most elaborate and accurate than other methods. So these are the isoheads made. So two areas having equal rainfall are joined and such contours are drawn. So this is isohedral method. Then assignment questions. State the methods of determining average rainfall. Explain any one method. Draw neat sketch of Simon's rain gauge. Then enlist recording type gauges. Then summary. So in this topic we have seen average rainfall, then methods of determining average rainfall. Thank you.